our first signing in this Manchester United career mode, Jack Grealish. Welcome to the club. Corner, we know Bruno has a good delivery on him. It's a good ball played in. Maguire with the header, and oh my days, our captain scores our very first goal of this series. It just had to be him. So here we are, episode number 2 of the Manchester United career mode. Let's get this started. So in the first episode of this series, we made a couple of big signings in Houssem Aouar from Olympique Lyon and Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. Both of them have really improved our team. And we also started off the season with a pretty big win against Chelsea at Old Trafford, so that's perfect. We've got about 127 million left in the bank, so in today's episode, we're going to continue making more signings and improving our team. And also, we've got some pretty interesting Premier League games. This Wolves one is definitely going to be a big game, especially away from home. So we've got transfers, we've got Premier League action. Should be a fun episode, and if you guys are enjoying the series, let's keep the support coming in. Your support on the first episode of this series was just insane. Over 4,000 likes and about 3,000 comments and over 50k views as well. It was unreal. Let's keep it going. Let's smash out 3,000 likes once again. That would be unreal. And if you are new around here, subscribe for daily FIFA 20 content. Now time for the very first press conference of this series. And if you guys want to see your questions being answered, make sure to drop them down in the comment section below. First question of the day, will you change the captain? Maybe De Gea or even Paul Pogba being captain. With all the rumors surrounding Paul Pogba, I just don't feel he's the perfect choice to be captain. And De Gea, I'm not too sure about that. I prefer Harry Maguire being our captain. He was brilliant in that last game for us, led by example, scored a goal. And I just feel like he is like the perfect leader for this side. And I'm going to stick with that. Harry Maguire is going to be our captain for this season. Next question. Are you going to recall Dean Henderson from loan this season? So in that last episode, I did transferless Sergio Romero. And this was exactly why. I want to bring back Dean Henderson to Man United and have him be the backup option for David De Gea. It just makes perfect sense. Sergio Romero is getting pretty old. It just makes to cash in on him, get the money, and bring back Dean Henderson for a pretty cheap fee. So that is definitely my plan. So yes, I want to try and recall Dean Henderson. But before doing that, I do want to try and offload Sergio Romero. And so far it's been difficult. Offers have been coming in, but Romero hasn't been accepting any of the contracts that he's been offered. So we'll see how things go. But as soon as I manage to sell Sergio Romero, Dean Henderson is returning to Man United. Next question, and this is definitely an interesting one. Can you bring back Cristiano Ronaldo to Old Trafford? He could help a lot in the first 2 seasons and he's not that expensive. So because Ronaldo is 34, he is actually pretty reasonable to buy in career mode, and he's still got the shooting, the dribbling, the pace on FIFA. But the thing is, I want to keep this career mode as realistic as possible. And I think bringing back Cristiano Ronaldo is literally the polar opposite of doing that. So I'm not going to sign Cristiano Ronaldo for now. I just never want to say never, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe next season or the season after that we could go for Ronaldo. But what I do know, this season we're not going to go after Cristiano. I'm really happy with Anthony Martial. I want to give him a go and see how he plays in that number 9 role for me. So no Ronaldo this season. Martial is going to be the main man up top. With that, we're wrapping up today's press conference. Let's move on. So it is a defender that wins the very first player of the episode award, and honestly, I'm not surprised. Harry Maguire, our captain this season, scored a towering header against Chelsea from a corner. And not just that, defensively he was so good, a clean sheet in that game, and no wonder you guys voted for him as your player of the episode. Okay, so now it's time to get into the fun stuff. Last episode we had a big discussion on Paul Pogba, whether we should keep him or not because of all the rumors in real life. But 60% of you guys voted that we should keep Pogba in the team, so that's what we're going to be doing until January. So what I've got planned is that we keep Pogba until January, kind of like how he's been at United in real life up until this point, and then we consider potentially selling him to keep the series realistic and also trying out different players. So maybe that's the thing we could do. We keep Pogba until then and just see how he plays. If he's like unbelievable for us and like irreplaceable, then of course we keep him. But I think keeping the option open that way would keep the series intriguing, that's for sure. But for now, Pogba stays. You guys voted for that to happen. We'll see what happens in the future. For now, Pogba is a big part of my plans. We've got about 127 million to spend in this window, and we are definitely going to go big with our next signing. You guys know we need to improve upon that right midfield position. I read through all your comments and well, this is the player we're going for. Jadon Sancho, I feel, is the man we've got to bring in. I read through your comments. It was kind of mixed in the comments section whether we should go for Sancho or not because I've used him previously in my Leicester City career mode. But he just fits so perfectly in this Man United team. We need a right midfielder with pace and creativity. And this guy is all about that. And it just works. He's been linked to Man United for about a year now. And if you Google Jadon Sancho, rumors to Man United are what's going to pop up. So it's just the signing that has to happen in this series. We've got to bring in Sancho. I'm sure United fans want to see this in real life. Let's make it happen in career mode. Now, I did take a look at other right midfielders or right wingers that we could potentially sign. And I had players like Ousmane Dembele pop up. But I've used him so much already this year. And not just him, Serge Gnabry was a good choice, but the thing is he's doing so well at Bayern, it's highly illogical for him to move from there. And also players like Kai Havertz being suggested, but the thing with Kai Havertz is that he's more of a cam, and I kind of want someone designated to play in that right midfield role. And for me, it just has to be Jadon Sancho. Now, this guy is going to be an expensive transfer, and we might just end up breaking our transfer record. Let's see what happens here. Now, we know Sancho is going to be an expensive transfer. He's got the English tax as well on him. So let's start off with a 70 million offer for Sancho. He had a release clause of about 100 million or so, but I don't want to pay that kinds of money. Let's see if 70 million is enough to get him. Wow, Sancho, 97 million. We are definitely going to break our transfer record for him. Let's counter with 80 million now. 80 million for Jadon Sancho. 80 million, come on, a 15% sell-on clause. Come on, Dortmund, accept it. It's a lot of money. I want to make one big signing in this window. It's got to be Jadon Sancho. Come on, let's get it done. They're sticking with 97, man. That's frustrating. Let's now counter with maybe 90. I think that's a fair amount for Sancho. In real life, Sancho would be going for like 120, 130 million, so it is still cheaper than that, but 90 million on career mode is a lot of money. 90 plus a 15% sell-on clause, and there you go, 90 million for Sancho, and we have broken our transfer record if we secure this signing. Incredible, 2 episodes in, and we're already about to break Man United's transfer record. The job's not done yet. We've still got to convince Sancho to join the Red Devils, so I'm offering at 90,000 in wages, about 600,000 as the signing bonus. I kind of feel like I'm overpaying here. A 5-year contract, crucial squad role. Let's get it done, and there you go. Sancho accepts the contract, and he is our 3rd signing of this series. Sancho, welcome to Manchester United. Oh man, Jadon Sancho to don the famous number 7 for Manchester United. I'm honestly excited for this. Welcome to the club. I think it's going to be amazing. He's wearing the number 7 after players like David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo have worn the famous shirt. I'm hoping he can live up to that hype and expectation. Look at some of his best stats. The dribbling, the agility, the balance, the ball control. This guy could be the complete package for us. Imagine our attack, man. Anthony Martial, Rashford and Sancho, that is just lethal. Now time to announce the season goals we're going to try and accomplish over the course of this upcoming season. The amount of comments that were there in the previous episode was just utterly ridiculous, like about 3,000, which is just crazy. So I've read through as many as possible, and I've come up with these 6 objectives that we're going to try and complete. Remember, if we fail to complete 4 out of these 6 objectives, we're going to have to do some sort of a forfeit, which we'll decide soon. So here are the objectives. Class of 2020, give 10 appearances to Youth Academy players this season. Now by Youth Academy players, I mean players from the actual in-game Youth Academy on FIFA. So players like Mason Greenwood, etc. won't count for this objective. This forces us to build a Youth Academy as soon as possible on FIFA. The next gigs, assist 12 goals with Dan James this season. That's going to be a tricky one, not easy at all. Manchester is red, avoid losing against Man City. That's going to be difficult because we know how good Pep Guardiola's City is on FIFA and even in real life, to be honest. Next one, Portuguese Wizard, assist 20 goals this season with Bruno Fernandes. He's already off to a good start. He got himself an assist in the last one, so I'm hoping we can get this one done. The next, Rooney. Now, this is a challenging one. Scored 30 goals this season with Marcus Rashford scoring. 30 goals is never an easy task, especially if I'm intending to play Rashford as a winger, so That's going to be tough. Kings of England win a game against Liverpool this season. That's going to be difficult as well because they are the champions of Europe. So it is now time for Premier League action. We've got a big one against Wolves away from home at the Molineux. That's a very difficult stadium to go to. Wolves have got some really good players like Adama Traore, Raul Jimenez. This is going to be a challenge, but we beat Chelsea last week. I think we can do it again and beat Wolves and pick up another 3 points. So I'm kind of experimenting with my formation for this one against Wolves. I just really wasn't convinced with the formation we used against Chelsea. I mean, we got the win, but we kind of got lucky in that game as well. And I kind of feel like a formation like this. So I've basically built a custom formation. And I feel like this could really help us out. Like, we've got Sancho being played as like a proper winger. But Rashford, I don't want him being like a proper winger. I want him to be in like goal scoring situations. And that's why I've kind of moved him to like an inside forward role. We've got Martial still up top. Bruno Fernandes playing just behind him. Aouar playing as kind of like the box-to-box central midfielder. And Pogba like a deep lying playmaker. So this is what I wanted to try. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But hey, it looks good on paper. I mean, on paper, it feels like this should be working and we should be winning every game we play, but you never know, it's FIFA. But I'm really excited to try this out and see how this new custom formation works. Let's give it a go. Playing Wolves away from home is never an easy fixture. Their fans create an insane atmosphere at the Molineux, and this is going to be a challenge, and that's why I'm going with basically my strongest 11. I've changed up the formation as I said, but the personnel is pretty much similar to that game against Chelsea, apart from Jadon Sancho making his Man United debut in this one against Wolves, which I'm extremely excited about. It's going to be a big game for our new number 7. The number 7 is kind of being cursed at United, especially since, of course, Ronaldo's departure, but I'm hoping Sancho can break that. This is our team. Let's go out there and get the job done and pick up another 3 points in the Premier League. So because Wolves play a 3 at the back formation, I always struggle against them. Hopefully this new tactics that we've got running on our team can help us out in this one, because otherwise it could get really tricky. Problems here as already pressures mounting, and that's a good challenge from Lindelof, but he's made a big mistake, but he recovers really well. That was well done by Lindelof. I thought I was going to concede there. Problems here for us as it's Raul Jimenez on the attack, and well, Wolves have taken the lead. I told you guys, man, this is not an easy stadium to visit, and Raul Jimenez hits us with the first goal of the game. 1-0 down already. This is going to be a long night against the good opposition, away from home as well. Our defense got caught napping there. That's the best way to put it. Harry Maguire went too quick and aggressive and he got caught there. Good play from Wolves. We're 1-0 down, but we've got enough quality to turn this around. Here's Martial looking for Marcus Rashford, and this is where Manchester United can cause problems. On the counter-attack, here's Rashford. 1v1. Rashford goes for the near post. Of course he's going to score. Marcus Rashford scores his first goal of the series. Our number 10 gets in on the goals. 1-1 against Wolves. A lovely counter-attack. Anthony Martial and Rashford linking up there. And that's exactly why I wanted Rashford a bit inwards, so he can be in those positions to run in behind and get into shooting positions. And well, he's done exactly that. A powerful near post shot and bang, it's a goal. 1-1 and game on against Wolves. Here's Aouar on the attack. I see Wan-Bissaka making a good run. Maybe a good delivery from him, but he's struggling to control the ball there. What was that from Wan-Bissaka? He's got to be doing better there. Anyways, it's halftime. It's been a competitive game against Wolves. Both teams going at it. Let's see what the second half brings. Oh, problems again for us here. It's Doherty puts in a good cross. Wan-Bissaka has to win that. How is he not winning that header? He's had a shocker in this game. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, come on, man. How do you not win the header against Pedro Neto, who's what, 5'7", 5'8"? He's probably shorter than that, man. And we're 2-1 down. That is just shocking defending. Aouar finds Anthony Martial. It is now Bruno Fernandes back to Martial. This looks lovely. Martial goes for goal, and come on, man. That came off the post. What was that? De Gea, please get there first. What are you doing? What is going on in this game, man? Honestly, did you guys even see that De Gea was crab walking? He was literally crab walking. What? Like, look at this, guys. First of all, I completely messed up the pass there. But then look at this. De Gea, instead of getting there, he's crab walking. Just go and slide in, man. Come on, show some guts. Like, honestly, what? I'm so annoyed. I'm going to bring on Fred for Aouar just to see if he can have some sort of an impact. And we'll move Fred to that CDM role. And I'm thinking of, you know, just throwing a Hail Mary and putting Mason Greenwood on maybe. Because Anthony Martial has had a shocker. Let's see if Greenwood can help change things. Maguire now, kind of looking for a passing option. I do find Sancho, who's done really well. Sancho, cut back inside. Please go in, and it's somehow gone in. I think it's going to go to Rashford as a goal. This game has had some really weird goals, man. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. But anyways, I'll take it. 3-2. And with about 12 minutes to go, there is a chance. Is this goal going to go to Rashford? That is what I'm not too sure about. It is, and I think Sancho will pick up an assist for this one. On the attack now with Luke Shaw as he releases Marcus Rashford. Could be our final chance of the game. Rashford looks to bring it inside. Still Marcus Rashford. Rashford chance for a hat-trick. Marcus Rashford goes for goal and he's done it. We get ourselves something out of this game. It's a hat-trick from Marcus Rashford. Absolutely unbelievable. He's secured a draw for us at the very least from this one. He's been outrageous all game long and this was just sensational. Luke Shaw playing it down the flanks for Rashford. He cuts inside and that is what Marcus Rashford can bring to your team. A hat-trick at the Molineux to secure us a point. This could be huge. Away against Wolves, never an easy game. But we're at least getting ourselves a draw, courtesy of a Marcus Rashford hat-trick. Our first hat-trick of the series, and it's from Marcus Rashford, our number 10. And that is that full time. A difficult away game, but I'm really happy with the end result, especially after we were 3-1 down. We showed a lot of character to get back in this one. And ultimately, 3-3 is still a good scoreline against Wolves away. Rashford backing a hat-trick. Good to see him pick up form already this season. Were you expecting Rashford to get a hat-trick today? I mean, you never expect any player to score a hat-trick, but this performance from Marcus Rashford was unreal. And I've got to say, I guess the formation is definitely working in favor of Rashford, but we just got to find a way to sort out our defending. An offer coming in for Nemanja Matic for about 7.5 million. I am going to accept this, because he's 31, we just need to offload him as soon as possible. So Jack Grealish wants to play this next game against Palace, and the fact that he scored in our very first game against Chelsea, I kind of feel like I've got to start him. So I'm gonna say I'll consider it. He's probably gonna start against Chelsea. So Palace are actually off to a decent start this time around. They've got the same amount of points as us, so this might prove to be an interesting game. But I'm up for it, man. Let's get the win. We're at Old Trafford. We've got an obligation to win. Once again, switching up my formation. I'm going to use now a 4-3-2-1 formation. I kind of feel like it's going to work with our players. Plus, it gives kind of some uniformity to our midfield. I don't know, I think that's going to help us out massively, so I'm going to see if this works. If it does, brilliant, but I'm in the phase of trying out different formations just to see what works perfectly for my team. So if you guys have any suggestions, you can always let me know in the comments. Since we conceded 3 goals in that last game, I'm making quite a few changes, especially defensively. So Brandon Williams gets a start. A lot of you guys are really excited to see how he develops in this series. So he's getting an opportunity to play in the Premier League. We've got Dalot starting as well because Wan-Bissaka had a bit of a shocker in that last game. McTominay starts, Grealish starts as well. And also, since Martial has been a bit dodgy lately, I'm playing Ighalo up top, giving him a chance to shine in a Man United shirt. This is our team. Let's go pick up the 3 points against Palace. I'm really hoping this 4-3-2-1 formation is something I enjoy with this team, because we've been testing out different formations now in every game, and it's kind of frustrating not having that one formation that works for you. Rashford going to Ighalo. He's held up the ball really well. Now finds Jack Grealish. It's brilliant football off the post again. How many times am I going to hit the post today? It's my second time already. Getting a bit frustrating. Would have been a lovely goal for Jack Grealish. Here's Grealish. Now finds Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass into Ighalo's path. Gets it on that right foot. Could be his first goal for us. Odion Ighalo, the man coming from China, has just scored against Crystal Palace. He's doing what Anthony Martial hasn't done for us in a couple of games, so a lot of credit here to Ighalo. A fabulous finish, got it onto his right foot, curled this one in, and well, we have taken the lead against Palace. Bruno Fernandes with a lovely shimmy to get it on that right foot, and then the pass, and Ighalo did the rest brilliantly. I'm loving this formation so far, a lot of positive signs. We've been good defensively as well. Let's keep it going. 1-0 against Palace. McTominay releasing this one for Marcus Rashford. Here he goes, fresh off scoring a hat-trick. Brings it back inside. It's brilliant from Marcus Rashford. Goes down inside the box and it's going to be a penalty for us. I was kind of waiting for the challenge, and this could actually be a red card as well, because it was a clear-cut goal scoring chance. What is it going to be though? Why can't I see the goal? What's happening here? The cameras are completely messed up. Is it going to be a red card or not? That's what I want to know. It is a red card for Gary Cahill. He is off. And now we've got a big advantage. Who do I take this penalty with? Bruno Fernandes or Rashford? I'm going Rashford. I'm going Marcus Rashford. Come on, Rashford. Convert this penalty. I'm going right. Please work. I'm so bad at penalties. I don't even know what to do. How does the keeper literally always guess where I'm going to go? Looks to bring it inside. Still Sancho. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. He literally floored that guy there. The dribbling was on point, but ultimately the end product wasn't there. Why is it so difficult to play against teams when they're a man down? Like, I just don't get it, man. I kind of feel like Crystal Palace are playing better now than they were playing with, of course, 11 men. It just makes no sense. I guess that's FIFA for you. Although, we could have a chance here with Igalo. He almost scored there. Big save from the Palace keeper. Making a few substitutions. Wan-Bissaka, Pogba and Martial come on. Hopefully they can help us secure the dub. Oh, now look at this, guys. Crystal Palace with another chance. I just don't get it. How is it so difficult to play against teams when they've got 10 men? It just makes no sense, man. We're a man up and Palace are like balling out. Like, I just don't get it. What are we doing wrong here? It's 1-1. Are we going to drop points again? Especially against the team with 10 men. This is getting a bit embarrassing now. Oh, here we go. Look at this space. We've got to attack. This has to be a chance for us to score. Go on, Anthony Martial. Lovely. Releases Marcus Rashford. Has to be a goal. What? No way. How is the Crystal Palace keeper saved that? This is scripted, man. This is genuinely scripted. EA doesn't want us to win. Honestly. How did that not go in? How did Getza put his hand that way and make a save there? That is unbelievable. I'm in disbelief, guys. I'm in genuine disbelief. Oh, Jack Grealish wins that. Lovely. Rashford. It is now Anthony Martial. Back to Rashford. Huge chance. Please, Rashford, you've got to score this again. Another incredible save. This is unbelievable. How have we dropped points in this game? This saves the Palace keepers made. It's just utterly ridiculous. I'm in shock. How have we dropped points, guys? We don't deserve to drop points here. We created better chances. We missed a penalty as well. Oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks of the Milan career mode. I'm gutted. I'm honestly gutted with the result. Well, at least we've got some good news. Matic has been sold to Torino for about 7.5 million. That's great. Look at City and Liverpool, man. They're bossing it in the Prem already. 9 points out of a possible 9, while we've already dropped 4 points. Frustrating, but we could have bounced back from this. So in terms of transfers, I'm not going to be making any more signings until I can, get rid of Romero, Lee Grant, and the likes of Jesse Lingard as well. Once we do that, we should have more funds to, use. About maybe 60 million, and then we can consider maybe signing a centre back or a left back and all that sort of stuff. Again, transfer suggestions are always welcome. Put them down in the comment section. I know nobody really cares about the Carabao Cup, and honestly I couldn't care less, but the thing is, it's a good competition to give the youngsters a chance. So Mason Greenwood, Dan James, Dalot, Brandon Williams, all of them start, and I'm using basically my second team. So let's get into this game, knock out West Brom, just get the job done and move on. We can't really underestimate West Brom, man. They're a good team. They're doing so well in the championship, so this is going to be a tricky one. Good ball played in. Brandon Williams struggles to get it away. What is going on here? I've never seen anything like this before. West Brom make it 1-0. Sergio Romero with a shocker. I should be terminating his contract literally after this. Like, we should just get him off the pitch right now after that. What's he diving for? I've never seen anything like that in FIFA, man. Sergio Romero, what have you done there? West Brom have taken the lead. What's going on in this game today? Here goes Jack Grealish. This is looking more like it now. Finds Mason Greenwood. We know he's got a cracking shot on him. Looks for the pass for Dan James. Should be a goal for us. And that's a simple finish. I'm glad that didn't come off the post. Otherwise, my controller may be in like a 2 pieces or something. But anyways, Dan James with the finish. Lovely goal from him. Mason Greenwood getting the assist there. Really composed left-footed pass from him. 1-1 and game on. Problems. It's a good delivery. Please, for the love of God, do something, my defenders. What was Dalot doing there? Thankfully, the header was wide. But look at Dalot there. Take a quick look at it. In fact, it was offside. But I don't think they're going to show the stupid header there from the West Brom player. But Dalot just sidestepped. He was like, no, I don't care about this. I'm not going to defend. Like, what even is going on in this game? Could be another chance for them as well. Shots taken. And Romero's beaten. Oh, my God. Sergio Romero, please. You know what? I'm subbing him off at halftime. I can't deal with him, man. He's so bad, honestly. Making some major changes for the second half. Trying out a different formation. Mason Greenwood's going to play in behind Igalo. Let's hope that works. And also, I have got De Gea back in the team. I'm sorry, Romero has just had a shocker. He's a good player in real life, but on FIFA, especially in this game, it's just not been his day, so he's off. Oh, this is it. Look at this space. Igalo is in. Has to be a goal for us still. Ighalo goes for the finesse shot, and that's a lovely finish from Odion Ighalo. That's his second goal of the episode, and we get the equalizer. The new formation is working. I mean, we've tried 4 formations already in this series. Maybe this could be the one. Lovely finish from Ighalo. 2-2. Looks for Ighalo. It is now Dan James. Lovely. This has to lead to something. Cut back to Ighalo. Goes for goal. Blocked. Again, Ighalo shoots. He shoots for the 3rd time. Blocked again. This West Brom defense, man, has been so good. I don't know what's happening with me in today's episode, but I'm struggling to get results. It's a 2-2 draw against West Brom, and we're going to extra time, I think. Or is it directly to penalties? Please don't be penalties. I want to try and get the result at extra time. It is going to be penalties. Oh my god. Already in this series, we're going to have penalties. This is going to be brutal, isn't it? So, of course, West Brom starting off the penalty shootout with the keeper. I go the right way, but still, the ball goes in the back of the net. Let's see if we can score this one with Odion Ighalo. I'm just going to go left directly. Please score this. There you go. That's a lovely penalty. 1-1. You guys have complained about my penalty taking technique, man. So I'm going to try and fix it. I went the right way and it still went in the back of the net. What am I going to do, man? Let's go right with Fred, please. Like, oh, come on. What am I supposed to do? De Gea, please. I think it's over. The mighty Carabao Cup, we're not going to be winning that this season. Dan James does score. We need to make like 1 save and we're back in it. But can we do that? That's the real question. Like, I'm going the right way, but they're just fighting it perfectly. What can I do, man? McTominay, please. You've got to put this in. Please. There you go. Lovely pen. This is huge now. This is genuinely huge. If we can save this, we've got a chance. And De Gea with a ridiculous save. Oh my goodness. We score this and it's going sudden death. Come on. Come on, Mason Greenwood. Put this one in. Still Mason. Oh, lovely. From Mason Green with a composure. Come on, De Gea. Please save this. Somehow. You've got to do it, man. It's off the post and in. Why? Now the pressure's on us. Jack Grealish, though. I'm sure he's good at penalties and all. Go on, Grealish. Put it in. Lovely. Lovely, lovely from Jack Grealish. We need a big save from David. Please. Oh, my God. He skied it. He's actually skied it. This is our chance. This is our chance, but it's our centre-back Tuanzebe on it. Can Tuanzebe score, please? Please, Tuanzebe, you've got to put this in. Let's go, guys. We've knocked out West Brom. Such a relief, man. Let's do some cheeky celebration there. Look at him doing the Titty celebration. We've knocked out West Brom from the Carabao Cup. Well, would you look at this? Olympique Lyon wants Jesse Lingard. I'm just going to accept the offer so we can get rid of him as soon as possible. So next episode, I'm hoping we'll get all the extra funds from potential player sales and then we can look to maybe making more improvements to our team. So that is the plan. Also, we're going to have transfer deadline day, which should be interesting. Europa League begins as well, which I'm excited about. So next episode is definitely one to look forward to. Here's a quick look at our season goals and not bad. We made a bit of progress in this episode with Bruno getting himself another assist and Rashford scoring a hat-trick. Time for the player of the episode award voting. Now, results didn't really go our way in this episode, especially in the Prem, but we did see Marcus Rashford bagging a hat-trick, so he's got to be nominated. So that's one of your nominees. His second nominee is going to be Odion Ighalo. A lot of doubts when he was signed to Man United, but for us in this series, he is scoring. So a couple of goals for him in this episode, and that's why he's been nominated. Those two are your nominees. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either of them. So that's that for today's episode of the United Career Mode. It was definitely a difficult one, especially in the Prem, but ultimately we end on a high, you know, getting the job done on penalties against West Brom in the Carabao Cup. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Next episode, transfers, Premier League games. Hopefully we can figure out the perfect tactics and basically get more results in the Prem. That's the plan. But that's that for today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed this one, drop a like in the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll catch you guys next time.